Ciao everyone, welcome back to the Tradie Files. Is your home renovation a ticking time bomb? That might sound dramatic, but I want you to think about something for a second. That cheap quote you got, the one that was thousands less than everyone else, how did they get the price so low? In most cases, the answer is simple. They used apprentices, young, inexperienced workers, often unsupervised, often doing work they're not yet qualified to do properly. And the problem is, you won't know about it for months, sometimes years, until the cracks start appearing, until the floor starts sagging, until the electrician opens a wall and finds wiring that should never have been installed that way. And by then, the cheap tradie is long gone, and the bill to fix it is 3 times what you would have paid to do it right the first time. I've worked across 8 different trades in Australia for 12 years. I've seen this happen. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to spot it before it happens to you. Let's get into it. Part 1. The initial discount trap. When you get a quote that's much cheaper than all the others, it feels like a win. You did your research, you got multiple quotes, you chose the best value, smart. But here's what that low quote usually means behind the scenes. The tradie running the job is experienced, but they're not the one doing the work. They send out apprentices, first year, second year, sometimes third year, to do the job while they're somewhere else running another job at the same time. The apprentice doesn't have the experience to handle complications, and there are always complications on a renovation: an unexpected pipe, a wall that's not square, wiring that doesn't match the plans. An experienced tradie sees these things coming, they adjust, they solve the problem properly. An apprentice guesses, or they keep going and hope it works out, or they do it the way they think is right, which may not be the right way at all. And you pay full price for a job that was done by someone still learning. The initial saving disappears very quickly when the problems start showing up. Part 2. The invisible structural compromise. The scary part about apprentice mistakes is that most of them are hidden. They're behind the drywall, inside the ceiling, under the floor, in the roof cavity. You can't see them when the job is done. Everything looks clean and finished. The paint is fresh, the tiles are straight, looks great, but underneath, the framing might not be aligned properly. The load-bearing assessment might be wrong. The joints might not be strong enough. And over time, the house tells you, cracks appear in the plaster, usually starting at the corners of windows and doors. Floors start to feel soft or bounce when you walk on them. Doors start sticking because the frame has shifted. These are not just cosmetic problems. They are signs of structural movement. And fixing them means opening up the walls, the floors, the ceilings, and doing it all again properly. Electrical and plumbing work is even more serious. Uncertified electrical work behind new drywall is a fire risk. Bad plumbing connections behind new tiles are a water damage risk. These things don't fail immediately, they fail slowly. And when they do fail, the damage is extensive. If you're new here, we drop new videos every Sunday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Perth time. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Part 3. The insurance and liability void. Here's the part most homeowners don't think about until it's too late. If unlicensed or unsupervised work was done on your home and something goes wrong, your insurance company may not cover it. When you make a claim, whether it's fire damage, water damage, or structural failure, the insurer investigates. They look at who did the work. They check if the work was certified. They check if the correct permits were pulled. If unlicensed work contributed to the damage, they can deny the claim legally, even if you had no idea the work wasn't done properly. There's also the owner-builder trap. If work was done on your property without the right licenses and someone gets injured, you as the homeowner can be held legally responsible, not the tradie, you. That is a risk most people don't know they're taking when they choose the cheapest quote. Quick break. I'm actually the founder of LOCENTRA, an app that connects Australian homeowners with verified tradies. Check the link in the description. If you're an Australian homeowner looking for a trusted tradie, check out LOCENTRA. Unlike other platforms, every single tradie on LOCENTRA is manually verified before they can quote on your job. License, ABN, business registration, all checked. Post your job completely free, compare quotes and message tradies securely all in one place. And every time you complete a job, you earn reward points, redeemable for gift cards across Australian retailers. So you actually get something back just for using the platform. If you're a tradie, join free today and get 5 credits worth $25 when you're approved. No subscription fees eating into your margin every month. Just a fixed $5 per lead for jobs you actually want to quote on. And every tradie gets equal visibility. No one can pay to appear above you. Your work speaks for itself. Find the link in the description below. Right. So where were we? Part 4. The compounding cost of corrective labor. Let me give you the real numbers. Say the cheap quote saved you $3,000 on a bathroom renovation. 6 months later, you find a water leak behind the tiles. The plumbing connection wasn't done properly. To fix it, you need to remove the tiles, open the wall, redo the plumbing, waterproof again, retile, and repaint. That repair costs $8,000 to $12,000. You didn't save $3,000. You lost $5,000 to $9,000, plus the stress, plus the time, plus living without a bathroom for 2 weeks. And this is happening right now in 2026 more than ever. There is a real skills shortage in the trades in Australia. Experienced tradies are in high demand. Some companies are filling that gap with inexperienced workers to keep their quotes competitive. The result is more corrective work, more tear-outs, more homeowners paying twice for the same job. Part 5. The blueprint for professional value. So how do you protect yourself? First, when you get a quote, ask directly who will actually be on site doing the work. Will a licensed tradesperson be present for the whole job, or will apprentices be working unsupervised? A good tradie will answer this without hesitation. A tradie using unsupervised apprentices will get uncomfortable with the question. Second, check that the right permits are being pulled. For structural work, electrical and plumbing, permits are required. Ask to see them. If the tradie says permits aren't needed for a job that clearly requires them, walk away. Third, ask for a written scope of work that specifies who is responsible for each part of the job and what qualifications they hold. Put it in the contract before work starts. Fourth, do a mid-job inspection. Don't just check the finished result. Ask to see the work before the walls go on, before the tiles go down, before the ceiling goes up. That is when problems are cheap to fix. After is when they become expensive. And fifth, understand that the cheapest quote is rarely the best value. The best value is the quote that gets the job done right the first time, by qualified people who will still be around if something goes wrong. If this just saved you from an expensive mistake, drop a like. It helps more homeowners find this. So there it is. Cheap apprentice labor on your renovation can cost you 3 times more in the long run. The savings on the quote disappear the moment the first problem shows up. And in this industry, problems always show up eventually. Do your homework, ask the right questions, hire qualified people, and get everything in writing before anyone picks up a tool. Thanks for watching. New video every Sunday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. See you then.